Hi everybody, it's Kara and I have my gorgeous little planner from Bando in front of me. I have actually been using this planner consistently since the end of July, which absolutely amazes me. Normally I will have switched out of a planner in that period of time. I tend to get a little bored or I see something pretty and I want to try it, and that hasn't happened with this planner. I've been actually really loving it. I think part of that is because I'm enjoying using some of my Studio L2e stamp sets in here. I've also got some cute stickers going on, and I just really like the size. But things are getting ready to change a little bit with this planner. I've actually been using it to kind of do everything in here. Video planning, blog planning, project planning, day-to-day life things, all sorts of stuff. And I actually have another planner coming here soon, but I don't want to give this one up. I love it. I love the kind of compact size. I like that it feels like a little book because of its hard cover. It's very, very portable in my purse, so I don't intend to give this up. I'm going to change things up a little bit. So what I thought I would do is kind of give you a peek in here and show you how I was using the Studio L2e stamps in the past for what I was tracking and how I kind of simplified it for this coming week and probably the future since I have that other planner coming. And I'm really just going to focus in on the weekly spreads, although there is a really cute little monthly one in here. You guys probably have seen them before. This was August, okay, and I'm pretty sure I showed you guys that. And here's September. I don't tend to do a whole lot of tracking here. I track my husband's work schedule. I do track birthdays. I do track when I have things due for Studio L2e, things like that. But most of the stuff that I do is really on my weekly layouts, okay? So you can kind of see over time as I got a little bit more familiar with how I wanted to use this planner, I started to decorate it more. I started to use stamps more, as you can see, and I was really using it kind of for, like I said, everything. Hopefully you can see this. You can see how I use the little hexagons to show some videos that I wanted to do. Not all of them have been done yet. Pictures that I wanted to post on Instagram and a whole bunch of things. I mean, I even used little pieces of different ones to decorate. I'm really having a good time with this planner and the Studio L2e stamps. But as you can see, there's a whole lot going on in here, right? I've got, again, like to-dos, videos, all sorts of things week by week. And since I know that that other planner is going to be here in the next probably week or so, I decided to really simplify this and use this planner for kind of everyday life. So here is what I came up with for what is right now going to be next week. By the time you guys see this, this week will probably be over, but it'll give you a good example of how I'm using this planner, okay? So there are a few things that I want to make sure I always track. That would be meals during the work week, okay? I'm not so concerned with weekends, but I do want to track them during the week that I work. And the reason for that is because when my husband works, I need to get right home and cook dinner, and that impacts how I schedule meals. I don't want to schedule something too complicated on days he's going to work, but on the weekends I have all day to, you know, put something in the crock pot or do whatever. So that's why I'm not worried about meals there, but I do have a little box for each day. It's also going to help me if I want to menu plan, because I can just use a pencil in the meal, and then when I actually cook the meal, I could erase it and put in marker what I actually did. And then I have these little glasses to track how much water I'm taking in, because I am trying very hard once again to get away from drinking so much soda. And then lastly, on each of the days of the week, I have these little lists with the check boxes, kind of little to-dos of things that I need to actually get done when I get off work. I don't have that on the weekend because my weekends are a little bit more free, a little bit more flexible, but I did put these two things here for planning big things on a Saturday and a Sunday. And as you can see, I kept it really simple. I wanted it to be really open, really useful for kind of everyday life. The planning that I do for Instagram or YouTube, or hopefully again my blog, I'm going to do in that other planner that I'm going to get in a week or so. So now that you've seen it, I just kind of wanted to show you or tell you a little bit about how I plan, and this would go for any of these weeks. So what I usually do is if I'm going to use washi to decorate, or if I'm going to put things like big headlines or titles that are going to go across part of that day, I do all of that first and I get it all situated, and then I go in and I stamp all of the things each day that I want in here. And then once that's done, I add all the little extra bits that you see. So for this one, obviously, it has a very fall kind of theme to it with a lot of the orange. These little cute stickers here are from the Moxie Chick Studio, and I'll have a video coming up pretty soon showing you those. And then you can see other things that I've added here, some little chipboard stickers from, well, I think it's Webster's Pages. These are some sticky notes and other stickers that I had. So I do all of that main decorating kind of after I put all of the stamps down. Because for me, the priority is that it's functional, and then all of the cute comes later, if that makes sense. Now, because I don't have that other planner yet, I also wanted to be able to track some things that I had been tracking in previous weeks. So I took my little portable planning idea. You guys saw that, I think, the last time I posted on Studio L2e. I took some of these cards and I would make lists on them. And so that's what I did here. I took one of the Project Life cards that actually folds, and I'm tracking a few things. So I'm tracking orders right here, and there's the cute little banner stamps. Those are my favorite. I'm tracking things that I want to post on Instagram, either things that I need to take pictures of and post, or things that I have pictures of and I just need to post, that kind of stuff. And then in here, I have different videos that I want to finish making. And I have 2 boxes here, because for me, doing videos are basically, it's kind of, there's 2 parts to it. There's actually filming the video, and then there's editing and posting it on YouTube. So when I have it filmed, I'll check the first box. When I have it edited and posted, I'll check the second. And this is basically just getting kind of tucked in the next page. It could also get tucked in this back pocket that I have in here too, whichever I prefer. And then the other thing that happens as the week goes on, when I know there are things that I'm not going to get to this week, and that are going to have to happen in the week after here, I start putting little sticky notes on the next page, and then that gets put into the next week's layout as well. The other thing that really helps me is things that I don't get to. I highlight pink, and that way I know they need to get moved into the next week. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea of how you can really simplify your layout, use a little bit of my portable planning, and kind of have a system set up that would work for you. Now, I did want to show you guys the stamp sets that I used for this layout. I used a few. I almost always do. It doesn't seem like I can easily ever just stick with one. So pretty much every week I use something either from the Planet or the List It set, and I happen to have these tucked in together. So Planet or List It. It always happens that I use these because, number one, there's all these cute little check boxes and things to use, but that always gets used. I have been, since its release, been using this banner alphabet every week because I love it. I think it's absolutely adorable and so simple to use. This week I just used a simple little word out of the seasonal plans for fall and winter, and that was just dinner, which you can see in here. So I just pulled that out. I love using happy notes and then the kind of larger version life notes. These are 2 of my all-time favorites. If I had to pick like top 5 Studio L2e stamp sets, these 2 would be in there. I love these, and you can of course see them in the different boxes and then see them in the bigger versions down here. And then I also grabbed the listed lines, which is where these lines came from. Okay, and lastly, that little glass thing to monitor your water intake I have in this set right there. It is the Plan On It set that was a collaboration with Simon Says Stamps. Okay, so those are all the stamp sets that I used. I had a lot of fun. It didn't take me too long to set this up. I don't think that planning, you know, getting your planner ready should be kind of an all-day event. You want to be able to get it done, get all your information in there, and then move on to the rest of your day. So I do really like this simplified version. I think it's going to work really well for me. If you guys have any questions about this or anything else that you've seen in the video, please leave them comments in the post down below. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day wherever you're at. Bye, everybody.